So Google Stadia has announced its Pro games for February, and there are a hell of a lot of them this month, so it's probably the most I think that we've ever seen come across to Google Stadia Pro in a single month. So let's get on with the video and cover off some of those. So as I go through this, drop a comment below, let me know what are you most excited about this month, what's your favourite standout game, and are you enjoying Google Stadia at the moment, or have you been playing games on another service? If you have, let us know what games you've been enjoying. So the first one on the list, and actually I really like the look of this one, is Cosmic Star Heroine, which is a sci-fi RPG. It looks really interesting, really nice art style, it just looks a ton of fun and a throwback to those old school RPGs. It's probably out of the whole list, oddly, the one I'm most excited for, so I'm definitely going to be giving this one a go. The next one is a bit of a random one, but great for all of you who are into your typing adventures, and that is Nanotail. Now this is described as an atmospheric typing adventure RPG. It looks absolutely beautiful, and when it first kind of came up on the trailer I was like, oh, this looks really exciting, but for me I prefer to play on my phone or my iPad, so a typing adventure is probably going to get a little bit tedious on that. However, for everybody out there who does really enjoy this sort of thing, it looks absolutely beautiful, and it looks a ton of fun if you are into that sort of thing. Have you ever wanted to run your own medieval store? Well, now you can with Merrick's Market, and this one looks a ton of fun as well. Probably not one that I'm massively interested in, but I can see the appeal of it. It looks like a really fun little game. You run your own medieval shop, you restock it, you have to haggle with all your different customers. It's a decent looking game, fun graphics, and yeah, definitely one to play just to take your mind off things. The next one is really bizarre, and it's called Fogs, and basically you take control of this like two-headed dog creature, and ultimately it's an adventure sort of puzzle game, and it's great to play with younger people, so a really good family co-op game to be able to play. Lots of little adventurous puzzles to be able to do, solve adventures and do all of that. Looks again a ton of fun, so if you've got kids, another one that's been added to the service that's definitely going to keep them occupied. The only problem is that weird two-headed dog creature is going to haunt me forever in my dreams. Now, there's loads of you now commenting and typing massively like, no, that's the cutest thing in the world, but... Up next is One Hand Clapping, and this is a game that looks like you use your voice and sounds and everything to control. It looks really random and fun, and I love these sort of things where they just experiment and push the envelope forward. So again, another game to be able to play, just have a little bit of fun with and just experiment with. It was really interesting seeing a lot of the comments on the trailer for this, and a load of people saying that it really helped to get their kids out of their box in terms of getting them to talk a little bit more, make more sounds, be more vocal and experiment with their voices. So yeah, definitely one worthwhile trying out. And the final two on the list, and these are probably the big standout ones for a lot of people, is Life is Strange and also Life is Strange Before the Storm. Now these look really, really interesting, very story-led type game where basically you take control of a character and you've got time rewind abilities, and you're basically trying to solve the mystery of a disappearing student. It looks really, really nice, and it is incredibly well reviewed. I've never played it myself. It's definitely one I'm going to have to try out. Watching the trailer really kind of hooked me. It's going to be, like I said, very story-led, it's going to be very emotional, and a lot of stuff going on, so definitely one to try out. To top it off as well, there is a Stadia Pro Sale, and obviously these pretty much come around all the time, so if there are any games you haven't picked up that you've been looking forward to, it's worthwhile trying them out in there. So let us know, what are you most excited for from Google Stadia Pro games this month? Is there anything in there that really stands out that you absolutely must play? Is there anything you've played beforehand that you'd recommend? Let everybody else know in the comments, be really interested to know. Like I said, the standout for me is Cosmic Star Heroine. I don't know why, it just looks really fun. Definitely going to have to try Life is Strange as well, because it just looks like a really fun game. So that's it for this month. A lot of games coming, and it'll be interesting to see whether or not they kind of ramp up and they keep putting out this many games, or if they're going to slow down again. Who knows? I guess we'll find out in March. In the meantime, stay safe, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and come along for some more cloud gaming content. Bye!